What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I got a good one for y'all today. Finally, I'm talking about, man, I don't know how long I've been waiting to plant my garlic. And I could have done it last week or week before last, but I wanted to bring y'all along with me. I didn't want to do it without y'all. So I got my elephant garlic right here. This is elephant garlic that I have grown here and saved up to replant. And then this is soft neck garlic that I bought from Hoss. I've never grown soft neck before, so we about to get into that. And this right here, this is so special. So a lot of y'all know, I've already talked about it, I'm part of the Hoss Gardening Club. So I get a box every month. Now, up until this month, meaning October, I paid for my own. I've always paid for my own. Everything you see from Hoss, I pay for it, okay? They don't give it to me. And so, but they did something new for affiliates this month that promote the Hoss Gardening Club box. And so they are sending them to us for free now, okay? Now, I knew what was in this box before they sent it. And so I said, well, I don't need this box, so I want to give it away. And that's what I did. I did a members only drawing, and Miss Susan Wells won that drawing. And, I let her know that she had won, and she reached out to me. She sent me a very sweet email. I can tell that she is a very kind woman, but she does not have a garden, and she doesn't garden. She just loves watching gardening content. And so she asked me if I could, give it to somebody else that could use it. And I sat there and I thought about it and I said, what am I going to do? Am I going to do another drawing, And then I said, you know what? I got it. So since Miss Susan cannot grow this, I'm going to grow it. And I have a local charity food bank close by. And when it comes time to harvest, I'm going to harvest it. And I'm going to donate it in Susan's name to the local food bank here, okay? And hopefully they let me film it when I give them the food so I can share it with y'all. But this box this month has garlic in it, and it has elephant garlic, like the garlic that I've been saving. And let's see what other type of garlic we got in here. We got, so we got 3 bags, and we got some Hoss Complete Organic. Now, I'm going to use the Hoss Complete Organic, okay? I'm going to use that. But, let's see. We got our normal booklet, and this cool sticker. Look at that. That's a pretty cool sticker. I like that. They always have some cool stickers. Miss Carrie over there, she designs these stickers, and she does a great job of it. So one of the garlics that they have is the same as the type that I'm planting for me, which is y'all know I can't say it. It's that type of garlic. And then they have German white garlic, which I can pronounce that one. And elephant garlic. Okay, so now all of these I'm gonna plant right here behind me. And this is gonna be the bed for Miss Susan's donation to, it's a local food bank called Donovan's Dream. And Donovan's Dream is an amazing, amazing organization. And Donovan himself, I got to meet him, which was so cool. He's very young. He's very young. I think he was still a teenager even when I spoke to him. He started this when he was much younger. So I will link below. I think they have a Facebook. I don't know if they have a website, but I will put some information down below about the story behind Donovan's Dream. So, anyway, so I got the beds all ready, okay? I came out here. I put down some fertilizer already. I used my Hoss Complete Organic, and I turned these two beds up. And the reason why I did that is because garlic likes loose soil, so that it can bulb up and do its thing. So I turned the soil up. I incorporated that fertilizer into the soil, and yeah, only thing is left to do now is to do the planting. And I got something else that I'm gonna be planting in this bed as well. So I'm gonna put all the elephant garlic over here, and basically, let me show y'all this little trick. So I got these little fertilizer tubes that Hoss sells, but if you look right here, I already have a hole right there. And so what I did was I just pushed that down in the hole. Matter of fact, let me bring y'all on up in here. All right, so you see that right there? I got that down in that hole. So if I put it down to this deep right here, where this finger right here is, this is 5 inches. And so I want that hole to be about 5 inches deep for my elephant garlic. And the reason why, so I want the top of this elephant garlic. So this is the top. This is the top. This blunt end is the bottom. It goes, this end down. And so I want this top piece to be about 3 inches underneath the soil, okay? And so, that's something else I need to tell you about. Let me get you up here real quick. All right, so when you're planting garlic or anything, when you're planting any seed, okay, and they say it needs to be such and such amount, whatever, deep, that is the top of the seed, okay? So basically it's telling you, like, if it says plant garlic 2 inches deep, it doesn't say it doesn't mean to make your hole 2 inches deep, okay? Your hole is actually going to be deeper because the top of this is what needs 2 inches of soil over it, okay? So the same thing, even when you're planting your normal flat seeds or whatever, it's talking about the amount of soil that you're going to be putting on top of the seed, okay? So that gets a little confusing when you're dealing with something like this. It's like, plant it 3 inches deep, and it's like, well, shoot, that's right underneath the surface, Well, actually, 3 inches deep is here, and so you still got this much further to dig your hole, okay? So I hope that makes sense. All right, so I got my hole there. This is 5 inches, right? So if y'all look at it, that's how much soil is going to be on top of this garlic here. And then I can just slide that down in the hole and cover it up. Just like that. Easy peasy, all right? And I got this cool measuring apparatus right here that gives me a good 6 inches all the way down, okay? You know, so it's real precise, you know, if you, oh man. So I'm gonna get the rest of this elephant garlic planted. I don't know how much I'm gonna plant or how far this is gonna get me across, but then once I get to the end point over there, then I'm gonna do a row of this enchelium, yeah, that right there. I'm gonna do a row, or at least a row of it. Now, oh, let me tell you about that. So the elephant garlic needs to be 3 to 4 inches deep. This garlic needs to be 2 to 3 inches deep. Okay. Now, let me get you back up here because I gotta talk to my people. So before people jump in the comments and say, oh, I do it this deep, okay, listen to me. I'm telling you how I do it, okay? If that measurement works for you, then you use that measurement. But if a different measurement works for you, then you use that measurement, okay? I think there's a lot of correct answers to that question, how deep to plant your garlic, okay? So I'm telling you how deep I plant my garlic. I go about 4 inches deep, 3 to 4 inches deep on my elephant garlic, and I go about 2 to 3 inches deep, really about 2 inches deep on my regular garlic. Well, I've never planted regular garlic before, okay? So we got to get that straight. But what I'm gonna do is plant them about 2 inches deep. Some people plant them right underneath the surface. I don't understand that, but that's what they do, and that's okay. They may get a great harvest. I don't know, but I'm going to plant mine at those 2 different measurements I told you, and we gonna see. I know the elephant garlic gonna grow. I know that's gonna grow. Goodly moogly. I can grow some elephant garlic. Okay, so at that spacing, I can get 18 down through this length right here, okay? So now I'm gonna lay out my other garlic to see how many I can totally plant, you know, in this area right here. Now, my spacing, I just go 8 inches over and I do my next row, okay? So I do 6 inches in line and I do 8 inches over and then, you know, 6 inches in line. That's how I do my spacing. Y'all look at that thing. That looked like a clove of garlic by itself. But some of them look small too, you know, it's got different sizes. All right, so I got them all laid out. And one thing else I wanted to cover is I don't worry much about this skin that's on there. Some people, like, I don't know, they either want to take it all off or leave it all on or whatever. You're gonna hear all kinds of things. I just, however it come off when I break the clove apart, that's how I plant it. Now, what I think I'm gonna end up doing is I'm only gonna plant 3 rows right here, all right? This 4th row, I'm gonna take up. I'm gonna take up that 4th row. I just, I feel more comfortable with 3 rows here because I still gotta put garlic in here, and I got a couple of other things that I wanna put on that side over there, and I don't want it to get too crowded, and I don't want to compromise on my spacing right here, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna do 3 rows. Now, since I'm only gonna do 3 rows, let me show you. So a couple of these are small little tiny ones, right? So I wanna take that and get it out of here and replace it with a big one, okay? So the small ones, I will take out of here and I'll just use this garlic, okay? It's not going to waste. I'm just gonna use it. I've been saving it for planting, but hey, I like garlic. Also, if you had any that were discolored or, you know, messed up or whatever, now is the time where you just want to pull those out and you don't want to use those. And just go ahead and eat them if you can, you know. So I got me a few left over here that's gonna go back in the house, and hey, we good. Now I'm gonna plant this first row. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and put all my holes in for all the rows, and then I'm gonna come back and plant all of them at the same time. All right, so I got those 3 rows planted. I haven't covered them yet, but now I'm gonna get the rest of I'm gonna get the soft neck garlic planted. That is my soft neck garlic, not the donation one. I'm gonna do 1 row, get my counting down so I know how many rows I can do. I may only be able to get 1 row out of this because this was only 1 clove, or maybe it was 4 cloves. I think it was 4 cloves, okay? So we're gonna see if I got more than 18 cloves. And so if I do, I'm probably gonna end up keeping those and just make 1 row. So let me stop talking. Let me get to it. Come on now.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number 1, that's what I'm meant to be. by any means, only thing that makes sense to me. I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, any up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre, I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start.
All right, so I got 18 of them here, and as you can see, these are much smaller, but you still got the bottom and the pointy end at the top. Okay, and so I'm just gonna do one row, so I'm just gonna do 18 of them.
They don't get it. I'm different. I'm the type to break through the doors, tear down the walls, start up a war. They don't get it. They don't get it. It ain't clicking.
All right, y'all, so now that we got this garlic in, I'm gonna get this garlic in a second, but I want to finish up this bed. And last month's gardening club box from Hoss had these seed tape in it. So we got the Corota carrot seed tape, and we got a bunch of onions. I said onions. Oh my goodness. I'm tired, boss. Bunch of onions, not onions. Okay. So I got 2 sets of seed tape. These are 15 foot a piece. This bed is 10 foot long. So I'm gonna see how I can squeeze them in there. I may do 1.5 of each or something like that, or I may just do double rows. Let me do double rows. Yeah, I could do double rows of these right here. So let me do that, and I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to plant with this Hoss seed tape. Now, as soon as I said that, the wind kicked up on me, and that's one thing that can make it difficult, is the wind. But I got a trick or two, so let's get to it. All right, so I messed up. I already planted the onions, the bunch of onions, but I forgot to hit record. So, hey, you know, just getting some practice in. I'm gonna plant the Corota carrots right now. And so basically you just rip this top part off right here, and this is what you have. So it tells you what it is right there on it. And something that I find very important is to tear this apart when it's like this. Don't roll it out first and then try to tear it apart. It gets caught up in the wind and all that stuff. And then you can take the one that you're not using right now and put it right back in there. So if you wanted to just only plant 7.5 feet, you could do that. Or, you know, however you want to do that. So now let's get down here. So now what I do is I go ahead and let this out, and I take one in, and I normally sit something on top of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some soil on top of it. You don't want to bury them too deep. You got to still remember that these are carrots. Carrots don't like to be planted deep. Even though this is seed tape and all that stuff, the same depth, the same everything applies to them. It's just that it's in this paper tape right here that's going to break down and decompose. It's just an easier way of getting them planted. So I lay it on down there. I kind of had me a little furrow right there. Just something that keep me straight, really, more than anything. Yeah. Yeah, if you need something, just keep you straight. You know? Somebody just look over your shoulder every once in a while and be like, hey, straighten up. Oh, man. But, yeah, we're going to get this laid on down here. All right, and then I cover this end down here up. And so now, get you on down here so you can see me. I take a little bit of soil from over here and I just cover it up lightly, very lightly. Okay, you don't want to put a lot of soil on there. I give it a little press, get that seed to soil contact. Everything else that applies to just planting seeds applies to this. Seed to soil contact. Don't plant too deep. All that. Because I have messed up and planted them too deep thinking I don't know, when you get seed tape, you just think of it differently. And so you forget about how deep you're supposed to plant stuff. So don't forget about how deep it needs to be. Now, if you notice, I was taking soil from over here and putting it over here, okay? So now I have a furrow right down here along this edge that I can plant this other piece of seed tape. Just let it go. I think I better let it go. All right, I won't. Y'all already told me that my singing, I don't need to quit my day job. Cheryl told me, Cheryl, I know you're watching. Cheryl told me, she said, don't quit your day job when I was singing on the Blueberry Hill. I like Fats Domino. Well, I'm gonna let him do the singing though. Oh man. So cover it up real light. Now where I messed up at one time was, you know, normally you put your seeds down, you sprinkle them on down there, right? And you just take and you cover it up, like just use your hand and do it like that. What I learned is that you end up either one, grabbing too much soil, or two, you end up messing up the tape, you know? So I just like to grab a little bit now and just sprinkle it on top of it. That seems to work a whole lot better. And I don't mess the tape up and I don't bury it too deep. All right, and there that is. 2 rows. Let me see how many carrots that is. 195, so about 200 seeds of carrots. How long it took me to plant them? I mean, it don't take long to sprinkle them out too. But then when you sprinkle them out, you got to thin them, right? And so this right here, they're already spaced, you know, where they need to be spaced at. And the other great thing about seed tape is it already has fertilizer inside the seed tape. So you don't need to put down a pre-plant fertilizer if you don't want to. It's got fertilizer inside with the seed. And so when the seed breaks out of that, it's got fertilizer right there ready for it. I really like seed tape. I really do. And I think that going forward, y'all might see a lot more seed tape on the channel. So let me get this watered in. But before that, I'm gonna come back here and cover these right here up. That's all it takes. That's all it takes right there. Now, normally you'd say, why don't you just rake it? Because I already put the seed tape in there and I don't want to tear up the seed tape messing with raking something. So I'm gonna do this row right here like this, and then I can take my rake and get the rest of it. All right, so now it's the special garlic. So all of this garlic is gonna get, it's gonna get donated. Okay, so I got 4 cloves of elephant garlic that we're gonna plant. And then we got the German white garlic. Oh wow, and we got 4 cloves of the enchilelium. I know I messed that up. Enchilum. Enchilum. All right, so we're gonna break these up. See what we got right here. All right, y'all, and there you have it. I got all the garlic planted. I got my garlic, I got my bunching onions, and I got my carrots over there. I got Susan's carrots over here. Now, look, Susan don't know I'm doing this, okay? I didn't tell her I was gonna do this. So this is a surprise, and I hope she likes it. I hope she likes it, and I think this is gonna be really, really cool, and who knows, I may add a few things to this donation. Okay, real quick before I go, let's talk about watering. All right, garlic likes even watering, but it does not like to be soggy. Okay, so your garlic clove will rot. Okay, it is possible for that to happen. So I don't water it very often, to be honest with you. I put my finger down in there and I check it. If it's moist, I leave it alone. If this time of year the temperatures are dropping, it's going to be cooler, you really don't need to water it very much, if at all, to be honest with you. But I'll hit it when it needs it. I won't do it on a regular schedule, okay? Which is why I put it in this raised bed, because I don't have irrigation to these yet. And so I don't have to come over here every day with the wand and spray it, you know. So anyway, that is watering. So you can mulch it. Up north, you probably need to mulch it more so than down here in the south. You can use shavings. You can use pine needles. You can use, shoot, what else can you use? Wood shavings. You can use straw hay. Obviously, be careful with the straw. I mentioned straw before, and somebody mentioned that you could. It's got that weed killer in it sometimes, you know, and whatnot. So just make sure you know who you're getting it from, and that they didn't use any Grazon. There you go. Make sure they didn't use any of that to spray it. But I just use my wood chips that I get from Chip Drop. And so if I do need to cover these, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna use those wood chips. I did cover them the very first year that I planted garlic, and I felt like it was a mistake for me, okay? And I say that because it stayed too wet. It just, you know, there was no evaporation whatsoever, it seemed like, and it just stayed too wet, and some of my cloves did rot in the ground that year. So now I don't cover it. If we're gonna get a cold spell or whatnot in, I'll get a wheelbarrow load of shavings and bring it over here, and I'll cover the top with that. Or if I can get some straw or something like that, I'll cover the top with that. And honestly, I'm gonna take it right back off as soon as the temperatures get back up, because down here in the South, I don't think we really need to cover them. Some other people may say you do. I don't know, because I didn't talk to other people. But if you talk to other people and they say that you need to cover it, hey, try it. Try cover part of it and don't cover another part of it. See which one works. I don't cover mine. So the other thing that covering them will help with, though, is weed management. Garlic does not like competing with any weeds, so you got to keep the weeds out. I find that, you know, you're growing these over the winter, you know, right now, and so your weed, you shouldn't have much weed competition, you know, this time of year. So I don't worry about the weeds too much. Never had any issues with them. And fertilizer. So I use that organic, that complete organic from Hoss, and basically that's all I use. And so once they get up about 6 inches or so, I'm gonna side dress them with some more of that complete organic, and that's it. And then maybe when we start to get out of winter, I may hit them with some fertilizer that's heavy in potassium and phosphorus. Okay, and that, to me, in my mind, okay, now I didn't learn this in no school or nothing like that. This is in my mind. All right. So in my mind, I think that helps with the bulb formation. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But I still do it. And so, yeah, we're going to see. Hey, y'all going to see. Y'all going to be able to be like, he shouldn't have did that. I told him not to do that. But, hey, it is what it is. Hey, let me get up off this ground, man. Yeah, there we go. So I'm down on the ground, got my knees hurting, you know, shoot. But I don't know why I don't have my stool over here. I do got my stool. Got my stool right here. Oh my goodness. It's getting late, y'all. It's getting late. Y'all see my shadow getting long? Y'all can't see my shadow, but that's what I call it when the sun starts to get low in the sky. I mean, my shadow getting long. I don't know if y'all had grandparents used to say that. Shadow getting long. Time to go inside. Maybe that was just me. Oh, let me. Y'all like, what he keep looking at? So I wrote down some things about garlic for benefits, because I can't quite remember them all the time. But some key things about garlic is they boost immunity and heart health. We all need that. Helps lower blood pressure and cholesterol. We all need that. It's a natural anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. Come on now. And it supports metabolism and overall well-being. Now, come on. Tell me we all don't need some of that in our life. Yeah, that's all I had written down right there. So it's amazing how something so small can be so impactful to our life. You know, we got all kinds of things that are small that impact our life. Well, that right there, garlic, is something that we should all be eating in our normal diets, okay? So grow some garlic. So the last thing, be patient. Be patient, okay? Gardening teaches us that we got to be patient sometimes, all right? This garlic is going to be here for 7, 8, 9 months, all right? Be patient. Don't rush it. Don't try to harvest it early. I'm telling you, wait, all right? If you don't see nothing popping up out of the soil, you know, you're like, man, it's been in the ground for 2 months. Just be patient, okay? Because when she shows her head, I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it, right? It's gonna be worth the wait. So these will probably be in the ground for us down here till like May or June. So that's May is the 5th month. And then so that's 7 months right there. So yeah, that's 7 months, more than 7 months. And then if it stayed till June, then that's 8 months. You know, it probably won't make it into July. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I do normally have my garlic planted already. I normally plant it at the beginning of this month versus the end of this month. Personal preference, it don't matter. You got a long time, a long window for planting garlic, okay? So garlic and onions, you kind of got a long window there. Now my onions, I wait till November. I don't do that any earlier. I always wait till November. I always wait actually till mid-November. Zone 8B is where I'm at. I just like that time frame, you know. And plus, you know, my birthday is, you know, in the middle of the month, you know, so I be, you know, that's my birthday present. Who does a birthday present of them planting onions? Come on now. Oh, you know what? Y'all understand. Y'all understand me. Y'all get me. So that's what I'm probably gonna be doing on my birthday is planting some onions. So that's that. Then we got our bed over here that she don't know it, but Miss Susan is going to be donating to Donovan's Dream, okay? Donovan's Dream is going to get everything that's grown in this bed. And like I said, I may throw a little something in there myself, you know. But yeah, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Once again, this is how I plant garlic. You're gonna get a lot of different variations of how people plant garlic. And you also have to pay attention to your area. Zone 8B, Zone 8 in general. This is kind of how I do it. Even Zone 7, I think, would be good. Zone 9, Zone 10 would probably be the same. You get up above 7, you get up in the 6, and I don't portray that that's not the word I'm looking for. Portray is not the word. You're not gonna just gloss on past that. Tell him. Portray is not the word. So I'm gonna change that and say, I'm not gonna act like I understand how to plant and grow up there. I have a small bit of knowledge, but not, you know, something that I feel comfortable really giving you that much instruction on. So when you get up above 6, you know, I can throw some pointers your way, but I can't really get into the weeds with you. You know what I mean? So anyway, we got garlic, we got carrots, we got onions, we got some more garlic. Hey, I'm back, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. You're the best. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. And I think this video got a little long, so if you're still here, thank you so much. I hope I didn't bore you to death, but I like planting garlic. And wait till I plant my onions. Y'all gonna see, I like planting the onions too. So before I go, obviously I want to thank Haas for sending over the Haas Gardening Club box for this month. I really appreciate that. And hey, it's going to a great cause. It's going to Donovan's Dream. Thanks to Miss Susan. Gardening, it gives us more than food. It gives us a purpose. And sometimes the best harvest, it isn't what you grow, it's what you give. I'll see you in the next video.